Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE's annual releases took place over the last week, and in addition to many from the main roster, several names from NXT 2 exited the company. This included Cora Jade, Yokara Jackson, Gigi Dolan, and former main roster star Shotzi. Following their departures, it has been reported by the Wrestling Observer that there was a major reason behind this. Many stars were labeled as lazy backstage and seen as not putting in maximum effort when training. The use of the word lazy has been debated online by fans since many members of the NXT brand stepped up their game in recent weeks, and Shotzi made the move down to NXT after a stint on the main roster, while Cora Jade recently returned from injury. In recent years, WWE has always had a post-WrestleMania budget-cutting talent cull, and it appears with a merger with TKO. There have been a lot of cuts in the company in recent months as the new owners look to try to mold the company into what they want. That being said, WWE has a lot of events coming up, including Backlash, Worlds Collide, Money in the Bank, and even Night of Champions, and will need all of their current stars to be firing on all cylinders heading into SummerSlam. It will be interesting to see how the Stanford-based promotions creative team, led by Triple H, manages the upcoming premium live events in quick succession. Felipa is a WWE writer for Sportskeeda. She is also a mother, wrestler, dancer, former actress, and a Seth Rollins fan. She is a retired wrestler, dancer, and at one time enjoyed boxing. Felipa has tried her hand at all aspects of the wrestling business in the past, including booking, promoting, refereeing, commentating, ring announcing, and wrestling. Throughout her time in Sportskeeda, she has become known for picking up botches and sharing them. Felipa's favorite wrestler is Seth Rollins, but will allow her head to be turned by any high-flying superstar. She also once had a dream that Drake Maverick was her father. This is yet to be confirmed by the man himself. Outside of the world of spandex and screw jobs, Felipa likes to watch football, supports Stoke City, and is a huge fan of Judd Trump. The WWE Universe is no stranger to shake-ups. From shocking betrayals to unexpected debuts, unpredictability is part of what fuels the magic of sports entertainment. But when the company recently announced a string of superstar releases, fans didn't just gasp, they demanded answers. And now, those answers are starting to surface. According to several internal sources and locker room whispers, the reason isn't as simple as budget cuts or creative differences. For some, it's something more personal and more painful. Some were reportedly labeled as lazy. Yes, that word. That scathing indictment in an industry defined by grind, grit, and resilience. And while the truth is far more layered than a single word, it has sent ripples across the wrestling world. WWE issued a public statement days ago, noting, "We have come to terms on the releases of several WWE superstars. We thank them for their contributions and wish them the best in their future endeavors." It was the same corporate language fans have grown used to. But this time, the list felt different. It included a breakout NXT star who once headlined a takeover, a former tag team champion, a rising female star just months removed from a push, two international talents with fan-favorite status. At first glance, many assumed it was the usual reshuffling. But insiders tell a different story, one that paints a picture of tension, disconnection, and in some cases, a lack of passion behind the scenes. While lazy sounds like a harsh judgment, it's not about someone lying on the couch. In WWE terms, the word has less to do with physical effort and more to do with drive, initiative, and willingness to adapt. A senior WWE official who asked to remain unnamed reportedly said, "We can't carry talent who wait to be told what to do. We want superstars, not passengers. The ones we let go? Some just weren't pushing themselves anymore. In meetings, in training, even creatively, they were coasting." Another talent, still active on the roster, shared anonymously, "It's not always fair. Some of them were burned out. We're on the road constantly. Sometimes people just need space." But yeah, some did stop showing that hunger. In a company that celebrates hustle as currency, being seen as disengaged can be as damaging as a losing streak. The WWE Universe exploded online with reactions, some furious, others heartbroken. Many questioned how superstars beloved by fans could be released under such labels. On X, formerly Twitter, one fan posted, "You're telling me name redacted is lazy? They carried an entire feud last year. WWE doesn't value loyalty." Another wrote, "If someone's struggling mentally or physically, they need support, not the door." But some fans also acknowledged the deeper truth. WWE is a machine. It needs stars who want it every single day. If you're not hungry, someone else is. Backstage morale has been affected, with several veterans speaking candidly about the environment that may have led to this moment. Sheamus, in an interview on The Bump, offered, "Look, this business isn't easy. You're either evolving or you're getting passed by. I've seen the most talented people in the world fall short, not because they didn't have it, but because they didn't want it anymore. And that's okay." But WWE doesn't wait for anyone. Natalya, who's been a locker room mentor for years, said, "I always try to check in with people, especially the younger talent. Some of these folks were struggling. Wrestling isn't just about what you do in the ring, it's about who you are when no one's watching." Some believe the lazy label is more a reflection of burnout, creative frustration, or disconnection than actual laziness. Others say it's a wake-up call. Several of the release stars had reportedly voiced concerns about direction, or the lack of it. One NXT call-up, speaking anonymously, said, "I wasn't lazy. I just wasn't being used. Weeks without matches. No promos. You start to feel invisible. You lose your spark." A creative team member added, "We pitch ideas all the time. But it's a two-way street. The ones who walk into the writer's room with fire in their eyes, they get noticed. The ones who sit back, wait for magic to happen, sometimes they fade out." The tension between talent feeling overlooked and management demanding initiative is a complicated loop, and one that often ends in separation. Interestingly, CM Punk, no stranger to speaking truth to power, addressed the situation during a backstage interview. "This industry eats people alive. You can be lazy, or you can be lost. But when WWE says goodbye, they don't always say why. That's the hard part." Liv Morgan, who has rebuilt her career through persistence, posted on Instagram, "To anyone who just got released, I see you. I know how hard this life is. Rest. Reset. Come back stronger. Or find your happiness elsewhere. Either way, you matter." Despite this thing, many of the release names are already fielding offers. AEW, Impact, NJPW, and even Hollywood have shown interest. The wrestling world is vast, and sometimes, the end of a WWE chapter is just the start of a bigger story. A former champion from the list tweeted, "Was I burnt out? Yeah. But lazy? Never. Watch what I do next." Fans have launched hashtags like #SupportTheLeast and #WearBuild, calling for more transparency and compassion in the process. WWE is a machine powered by passion. But even machines have limits, and the people inside them, heroes, heels, icons, are still human. For some, this round of releases may be the end of the road. For others, it's the fire they needed to rise again. And for the fans, it's another reminder that behind every entrance, every finisher, and every promo is a person trying to hold on to a dream. Some got labeled lazy. Maybe that's fair. Maybe it isn't. But the ring is never truly closed, and comebacks are wrestling's favorite story. Would you like a version of this as a new segment script or styled for a YouTube wrestling channel delivery?